Welcome to the ElderAbyss show. For talking videos, it's the place to go. Game tips, rants, tactics, and more. What you'll find here, you can never be sure.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. In this episode, going to mix it up again because that's just the way we roll. What we're going to do in this time around is I wanted to share with you guys some of the methods and techniques that I use and the kind of style that I run with when I'm running and gunning. So contrary to some of the last few videos, I am not a habitual camper. I promise you. I do play a little defensively once in a while, and I've been known to avidly mix the styles. I would say that's more of where I would land on the thing, the whole defensive versus run and gun. But you know, I just play however I feel like playing, and some matches do one way, some matches do another, and I think that's probably the general consensus of players across the board on average. You know what I mean. So we're on Villia, of course, and I wanted to just share a couple moments in this game that I had. So I'm moving through this area, checking my flanks because there's a lot of them right through here, and I spot this guy. Now we've got a tactical multiple choice here. A, we turn around, I keep on running, and head into the house, either try to flank him through the bottom room or just bypass him altogether if I'm not comfortable with the situation. And there will be times when you are not comfortable and it's better to just get out of there. B, assess the environment, take up a spot where I have the tactical advantage. Or C, stop dead in my tracks right here, pull my gun up, and go toe-to-toe with this guy. Now you have to ask yourself, what do I typically do? How do I typically handle these engagements when when you're out there trying to run and gun? How do you handle these? So we can see that, well, I went with B. I move up, grab the corner of this wall, and kind of peek around, take this guy out. Unfortunately, the other guy got me, and that happens. At least I got the guy that I was after. Okay, I want to pause right here just for a second. I know this is not the most interesting screen, but it gives me a chance to display and talk about something that you guys that watch my videos a lot probably notice me doing. But when I'm moving through a map, and this is a good behavior to have, is always check your flanks. And I know that sounds redundant and it gets preached a lot, but I mean, let me show you. This is the guy that I've got my eye on right here. And you notice, as I'm at right now, he's behind me. But I'm working my way around there. What I want to make sure no one's going to get on my 6 when I'm taking him down. So always take a moment when you're working your way through a place with multiple paths and multiple lines of sight. Just don't sprint through blindly. Walk through. Nobody's in that big of a hurry, right? And just take a moment and look at those points where someone could get behind you while you're doing whatever it is your main objective for that moment in time. Now here I've got another situation where I've spotted a guy, and this one happens to be running at me while I'm moving around. Pretty much the same scenario as before. I could stop here, pull my gun up, and go with this guy, and I would have a slight advantage because he is in a sprint, so I'm going to get to my gun faster. But instead, I choose to fall back and kind of bait him in while I grab up a better position.
Friendly RCXD deployed.
Now here you can see right there, I took a little heat to the back coming through that door. So what I'm doing is just trying to bait this guy in again, and Claymores are great for that. Not only early warning alarms, they let you know if someone's coming, but they will net you some pretty sweet kills. But that's what I'm doing here. Just kind of hanging out, trying to see if anyone rushes through this building, because whoever was shooting at me knows I was in there. And right there, you may have noticed, that guy was dead at that window. And in my book, looking back on this, I made a bad mistake by going up to that window right after he died. I know myself, I've scored a lot of kills on guys doing that kind of thing, where you'll drop a guy in a window and there's more enemy in the room, and they'll go right up to the window and poke their head out like, "Ooh, what was that?" And cha-ching, double kill, or another kill. So that was just a mistake on my part. I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I done it at the time, but looking back on it, that was a bad move. Not pleased with that one. The little balcony here, yeah, that's super exposed. And right there at that point, I should have just went ahead and got out of there. Not only have I got a guy on the street, I got a guy that went under me who is most likely circling his way up steps somewhere to try and flank me. So finally I wise up and start getting the hell out of there. That was a bad positioning for me, given even just the two enemies that I knew of. I was in a bad position, didn't like it. So always, be wary of windows and patios and stuff, because those guys that are out running around the map, that's where they're looking. They're waiting for somebody to pop that head out. Now at this point, the guys and I are pretty much just running around the map like a pack of ravenous dogs, but you have to be careful doing that, because you'll lose focus. Now here's a situation we run into a lot when we're playing: is you're running through the map, you start taking some bullets from your 6, and right then someone has got the drop on you. What do? Do you A? Do you keep on running? Hope you don't take enough bullets to go down. B, try to turn on this guy and win the firefight. C, do you go for the nearest cover and go from there? Either try to ambush him as he comes and gets you, or fire back from cover. So as we can see, my solution was kind of an advanced blend of all three. Now, so that's just a good point, that it's really all about the position, the location, and the situation. Map knowledge is a great thing. There's a lot of places where you can do little hook arounds like that, and guys never look for it. So just don't approach every situation like it's going to be black or white, straight up multiple choice like I was displaying there, because it's not. There's always some shit you can pull off, man. So like I said, map knowledge goes a long way for that. Just take some time, get to know and explore all the little places you can jump over, look around, and shoot, because those will be great assets, especially if you're trying to stay on the move as you're going around these maps. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's kind of hanging up there like a gargoyle. And oddly enough, that is not the first dude. He probably had a sniper rifle in his hands, in all fairness, because I do see that once in a while. That guy had a torque bow, and I'm pretty sure you guys are aware they beefed up the audio and stuff in the last patch, and it may have been like that before, but it seems like now certain weapons like the bow and stuff, I can hear better. So I can hear the guy shoot it. I can hear the arrow fly through the air, hit something, and go beep, beep, and I can actually hear him cranking it back to reload it. So when I run into a guy with a gun like that, or any gun really, I'm guessing this probably applies to, when I hear him go to that reload, you're mine, son. All right, here I'm hunting this guy. Somehow got over here, all straggled off from from the rest of his group. And he's trying to jack our package, son. What are you doing? But you may have noticed there, when I was hunting him, I did not break the glass. I was just talking about audio cues. And if you're trying to sneak up on somebody, or you don't want to give away your location, don't break the glass unless you have to. I've seen guys run up the windows and first thing they do is smack the glass out and then stand there and look through it. Come on, man. Really? So we're about ready to wrap this one up, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Later, guys.
Good job, team. We executed the mission perfectly.
'Cause in the end, you've already been told. We're all just gamers growing old.